No! 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 No!
No, you were just lazy. So a couple months ago I bought a piano as I wanted to start a new hobby. But on top of this I've also been producing music for a couple of years now. I can't even lie, I hopped on that XXXTentacion FL Studio wave in 2018. But it was also because I used to play instruments when I was a kid. But I never properly pursued it because I got pulled into playing football in school like most competitive snot-nosed kids. I also did it to get away from the kid who ate bugs during lunch break, who was unsurprisingly called Alfie. But additionally, I wanted to play because it meant I would fit in with the other kids, even though I wasn't interested to start out with. I actually got pretty good and ended up playing till my early teens. But I gave up on a hobby I was interested in just to socialise. Albeit I was 7 years old at the time. I could barely go a day without picking my nose, so it's understandable. Anyway, the point of that dumb story was to show that I not only gave up something I was interested in for some primary school clout, but I also could have just done both things at once. Like, I don't know why in my dumb kid brain I could only do one. But I guess it was laziness. And laziness now killed something I was passionate about. Motivation. I've recently started to realise that I'm only really motivated by two different things. Anger or punishment avoidance. And sex, but never mind that one. If I'm angry about something, or to prove a point, then I can put my mind to a task in almost any situation and get it done like quite diligently. I don't know if this is rooted in ego or not, as I'm not especially egotistical, but I am superior to half of Gen Z because I don't use TikTok. Fuck TikTok. But whenever I'm annoyed about something, I can willingly be uncomfortable to reach my goals. Which is why I need to start hating myself so that I'll be more motivated to start making YouTube videos again. In all honesty though, I just want financial freedom that successful people have on YouTube. That's just my end goal. And I know it is for like everyone that exists, but the game's the game. I wish I had a stronger drive for motivation just by virtue of wanting something, as it means that just completing any task becomes infinitely easier. Anyway, the same goes for punishment avoidance, although this was mainly for school, college and uni. I'm 23 now, but back in school, I would do anything to avoid getting detention. But at the same time, I would leave all my work until the last minute. All the time. Which is a little bit counterintuitive, but we move. Bro, every Wednesday before biology would be DEFCON 1 panic mode, any percent speedrun of doing some BS worksheet. Looking back, I used to wonder why I cared so much to avoid this, that I'd stay up until 3 AM writing science shit. But now I realise I would just do anything to avoid being in an uncomfortable situation, or singled out or humiliated in front of a group of people. I've realised that discomfort is good for you. You truly cannot grow as a person unless you are putting yourself in situations you are not used to. I don't necessarily mean scared or anxious, but I just mean like acute stress. Something you can deal with, if under necessary pressure. But situations like this can occur in many different ways. It can be anything new. It could be just focusing on university work, or learning a new skill, going to a new club, or doing DMT with homeless people. Just something that's out there. Maybe talking to a female, which most people watching this video probably haven't done. Obviously don't do anything crazy, but I don't need to say that and you understood my point. Discomfort makes you thrive, as your only choice in these situations is to work harder to become comfortable again. Then the cycle repeats. The further you get out of your comfort zone, the wider your comfort zone gets. Making tasks that once made you uncomfortable become easy, just like daily chores. Comfort is also the death of opportunity, because people become complacent immediately.
So here we go. I'm about to make myself
Comfortable.
Oh.
I'm not trying to preach any Luke Belmer, Andrew Tate Manosphere stuff about being in the rat race and escaping the Matrix.
Fucking Johnny Walker. That night,
sucking the fucking Tristan Tate's cock in the war room by myself.
Chilling with him, slobbering all over his dick.
Why? I studied, bro.
But it's undeniable that for a lot of people, myself completely included, that we are too comfortable, which has made us lazy or complacent. Especially with Gen Z and the ease of dopamine through social media. Most people I know do nothing in their spare time. They have no hobbies, no interests. They just like to scroll through Instagram or TikTok when they're bored. The only exception for the rule are people that work 9 to 5 jobs or have families, which I have so much respect for. But if you're not them, you still have free time, which you could use to learn or pursue an interest. Just don't waste your spare time watching weird porn from the Czech Republic because you can't control your urges. Do something useful. Like this one stranger on the internet said, life is not a game, it's very serious. This video just added urgency for me. I need to be better. Wasting potential is worse than death. Magnamax2978. Are successful people special? It feels like whenever I speak to people, there are always two different mindsets about this. Another thing I've noticed is that particularly motivated people and average person seem to have completely different mindsets about how they view themselves compared to other people. Motivated people seem to view most people as equal worth, and that successful people are no more special than themselves. They just worked hard and learnt the necessary skills to get where they are today. Contrasted by the view of the average person, who tend to see successful people as above themselves, and that they are just built different to be able to achieve success. I know not everyone has the same start in life, and that some people are just born at a disadvantage due to so many different reasons. But if you're a normal functioning person, then this only really applies to you. I don't know why this happens, but it feels like a lot of people think they can't achieve anything outside of getting a standard 9 to 5. It's still impressive, but you could achieve more if you wanted it. It feels that way. I'm not talking down on anyone who chooses to live that way, because it's completely fine, and is still impressive. But it feels like a lot of Gen Z have just become complacent, and have given up on any hopes that they had. I could be completely wrong about everything I'm saying. I'm probably just another copy-paste dumb kid on the internet who's saying out of touch stuff.
So, you said America deserved 9/11. Did you mean that?
Yeah.
Maybe people struggle to find a direction in life, as that's a very common problem when you're in your 20s. And they just pick the 9 to 5 route as it's a safe, guaranteed way to have a stable life. At the end of the day, do whatever you want. It's your life. Like Kanye West said, do you know where to find marble conference tables? I'm looking to have a conference. Not until I get the table though. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.